Yeah, shalom, 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 Wakazak Mashpaka. Welcome to another episode of Hebrew Kitchen right here on GC Creative TV. And I remain your humble host, Daniel Fieslion Yashorala. Today, we'll be cooking one of the Nigerian delicacies. And today, I'll be preparing vegetable soup. But I'm doing it in my own way. And I pray and also wish that you also actually can try it at your own convenient time. But as well, I will not just make it a rush by the other. I will take it step by step so that you also as well can imitate yours. The reason why I'm saying vegetable soup is I might have called any particular kind of soup, but we all actually don't have the same vegetables wherever we are. So you can choose to follow the same step to prepare whatever vegetable that you might have on your own end. So with this, let us go on a commercial break. As we'll be right back. Please don't go nowhere. It's still your show, Hebrew Kitchen, right here on GC Creative TV.
Sponsorship, advert placement, please call or WhatsApp this number +234 811 731 0928.
So I will start first by washing my locust bean. Why do we wash locust bean? We wash locust bean because normally locust bean has some kind of fly might perch on it, whatever might have happened to it and other things. So we always prefer to wash our locust bean first. But at the same time, don't think it is a waste. Because the reason why we mostly wash it is because when we are making the locust bean, it might have some little particles in it, maybe like the so-called stem, or maybe like some little pebbles that have come along with it, because you can see earlier that it was looking a little bit sticky, that it's gumming together. So when we rinse it, we are not only just rinsing it alone. This juice you can see is also a kind of seasoning, because don't get it twisted, locust bean is one of the ancient, I repeat, is one of the ancient seasoning which our forefathers, most especially from where I came from, the Yoruba tribe, that is what we majorly use when we want to cook. It's about two of it. We have locust bean, which they call Iru in Yoruba. We also have the one they call Ogiri. Ogiri is more like a blended version of this. It looks like peanut butter while it's already blended. But most people used to prefer to have this because they want to see it dancing around their food. That's why we have this. And majorly, we have two types of this locust bean, which we call iru. We have iru pete and we have iru woro. This one I'm using now is what we call iru woro because you can see it visible. Unlike iru pete, that will look more mochi than this, not as blended as ogiri. So now we'll be blending our pepper. Initially, I would have loved to say, let me make it being blended completely, but I'll prefer to blend it with a grater because I don't want it to be fully blended and smooth. Because when it comes to vegetables as well, you need to make sure that you don't make it just look like those slimy or vegetables that has no kind of edible content in it. So we'll be blending my pepper, that's my hot pepper, and my tomatoes, and I also have my onions, the ones which I've cut into bulks, while I have my onions which I have sliced that will be fried as well. This is what it looks like when you have your tomatoes blended with this hand blender. You can see it. This is the hot pepper which we are blending, and this is what it looks like when we blend it. You can see that it is a little bit more standing than the tomatoes. Here is the blended tomatoes and here is the hot pepper. Let's go on. So now we are done with grinding the hot pepper. Now we are going to the next level, that's the grinding of onions. Remember I told you earlier that there's a quite difference between the tomatoes and the hot pepper when we blend it. Now look at it. You can see the tomatoes on this side, you can see the hot pepper on this side. They are looking different. But the reason why, if you observe, my tomatoes is much more than the hot pepper. This is majorly because I don't want my food to be too spicy that I won't be able to enjoy it. Not everybody actually love spicy food. So you can put your own desired hot pepper at your own wish. The way you know how to eat your pepper, that's how you add it. It's not maybe there's a particular limit to pepper. But at the same time, health-wise, I used to advise, when you are eating hot pepper, don't eat too much of hot pepper because too much of hot pepper can also result to piles, in case you don't know. So let's go back to the grinding of our onion. Now we are done with blending of our onions, and this is what it looks like. Why actually is it looking kind of reddish? It is because we blended it with the same hand blender which we used to blend our pepper earlier. So the pepper particles left in the blender is what makes it look this way. So now we'll be adding our onions also to the solution as well. Now we've added, or we've put our pot on the fire. So the next thing now we do is to add our palm oil to it. But before we do that, ensure that all the water in your pot is dry. You can see that the pot actually is drying up as a result of the pot being on the fire. You ensure that all the water in the pot is gone completely. Because if you see have water in it, there's probability that it will end up making noise. Now we add our palm oil to it. Why did we choose palm oil? We choose palm oil because palm oil actually has low cholesterol. For those of you actually who might have a particular kind of health issue or the other, linking up with cholesterol, I always advise you to please reduce your intake of groundnut oil, which they call in Yoruba, in Nigeria here we call it ororo. Some people call it groundnut oil, some people call it vegetable oil. Please reduce your intake of groundnut or vegetable oil, and please embrace palm oil. It has more fiber in it because it is made out of the natural palm kernel on the tree, while that of the groundnut or vegetable oil actually is made under a compound of more cholesterol. So please take note of that. So we have to leave our palm oil to fry just for a little while. Then we add our onions, our sliced onions to it. So now let us add our sliced onions to it. Why do we have our sliced onions first? The reason why we have our onions first is because the onions will help us get that scent, that aroma, and also give us that onion flavor in our food. Remember, even the scripture itself says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? So we have to make sure that our soup has a good foundation built on the shoulder of fried onions to give us that hygienic flavor, starting with the oil itself, so that the palm oil will not just be an ordinary palm oil when we start cooking. Let it get that onion flavor, that onion taste first. So while you fry your onions, you're getting yourself prepared to add your blended pepper to it. We're talking about the combination of your tomatoes, your hot pepper, and your onions. So now we've added our blended pepper to it. Then you keep stirring. You keep stirring and stirring and stirring. But if you observe, you can see that yes, we have this almost like a stew. We call it on the side they call it pepper sauce. It's looking like a sauce ready to eat rice. I mean white rice. But we're not going to just leave it this way. Let us add our locust bean. So now we are adding our locust bean. Remember, this is our try do it their own seasoning. So-called vented because seasoning made out of chemicals. That's why I tell people before you eat it, sure that you know research about what it is made of. You won't kill it off. But we will also use the seasoning cube. I would mention the name, but I don't do a batch for them. With seasoning cube, and this seasoning cube that myself, I have made my research out the ingredients which is used to make seasoning cube, and they are not harmful to the taste. To call their name here on the show, it's not paid for adverts, so don't let me give them a free advert on the program. So we are our local bean in now that lettuce. I've added my seasoning cube already, so that I didn't show you that part. So now I'm adding my natural salt to it. Please don't add salt to your food as if it is the wife of Lot that's preparing it. Add salt at moderation, because salt is meant for seasoning. At the same time, it can be dangerous to your health. So please maintain the level of salt you add to your food. So now let us get it covered. After this, I'll be adding my boiled chicken, scaled stockfish, and ox skin, which we call bomo. I'll be adding to it so that it can steam up with the pepper before I get my vegetables ready to be added to the sauce. Our sauce is coming to life. If you are cooking this kind of soup, you must ensure that you are dancing so that the food can be sweet. And if you don't dance, would not be sweet. Now we are adding our chicken and stockfish and pomo, ox skin, including the chicken juice as well. Like I said, if you don't add a little dancing to your soup, don't let your food be boring. All work no play make Jack a dull boy. Now you can see that my boiled chicken, my boiled scaled stockfish, not the abominable ones. I've had my stockfish. For those of you who don't know what stockfish look like, here is stockfish. This is the stockfish. It's actually cut in pieces. There's the stockfish. I have ox skin, which is more. Over and my boiled chicken. Don't forget any preferable kind of I don't know how to call it in English. And you know that you can add, it's not compulsory for chicken. You can add your ox, which is cow meat. Are those that are the white so venison, our forefathers. Now we'll leave this to steam well while at my palm leaf, give me the first leaf to enter into the pot. Let it prepare and also wash the leaf. Now that our sauce is steamed, now we are adding our pumpkin leaf into this pot. When you add it, then ensure that you stir evenly so that your sauce and your vegetable as well will get acquainted with themselves. Now we have evenly stirred our delicious meal. So let us end back to where we are washing our water leaf. If you observe, we already have enough fluid or water in our soup, so we don't need to add additional water to it. So it will end up becoming a watery soup. Now we can see that our pumpkin leaf is almost done. So let us add our water leaf to it. The major reason why we are adding the water leaf to it last is because water leaf actually is a leaf that is very soft and succulent. It easily gets done, more or less like the pumpkin leaf that has a hard kind of fragment. Pumpkin leaf is a little bit hard. It's harder than the water leaf, but we have many other leaves actually that are even harder than pumpkin leaf. Like this particular leaf which they call the afang leaf. It is a leaf in which people from the Calabar tribe of Nigeria do cook. Afang leaf is a very strong leaf. It is stronger in texture when it comes to chewing than pumpkin leaf. So now we've added it to it. So let us leave our water leaf to also get done with our soup, and the food is ready. So now our soup is ready. I'm sure you all can see. Now we have our soup ready. You can see how it is boiling. Now our water leaf and our pumpkin leaf is 100% ready to eat. Please like and share, and also comment where you are watching from, and let us know what you learned from our delicacy. And Yazmil will be eating this delicious soup with one of our African food called eba. Eba is a food made with cassava, which is mostly called grits in the States or in European country. So Yazmil, stay tuned and see what our plate will look like when we dish this delicious soup with our eba.
Know the line. Are you searching for a conducive and affordable apartment within the Bahari Beach, Tanzania? Don't go too far. We have 4-bedroom furnished apartment, 3 BHK, 2 en-suite bedrooms, and 1 public toilet. And our building is well fitted with the air conditioner, free water, just 5 to 7 minute drive from Bahari Beach. Also, we have 1 free border ride to the beach per month, access to Fire Sticks, DSW TV available as well. And don't forget, we also have unlimited Wi-Fi just for 50,000 per month. And also, our conducive apartment is close to Jambo Supermarket, close to Kibo Plaza, close to Vodacom and Tigo Pesa, close to many Wakala stations, close to Barabara Restaurant, close to Yoki Market, Leisure Plaza Hotel and Restaurant and Pool, close to Budget Resort Restaurant, and also close to TJ Daycare, to prove that our apartment has good landmarks within the outskirts of Tanzania. Also, we have rentals of BMX bicycle with motor. We have the Mercedes-Benz bicycle and the Mountain Foldable Travel bicycle for rent as well. So, all these great things can only cost you just 1.5 million per month for the next 3 months of the rental for this apartment. Wow! Why not to make it a date? Come home, visit the motherland, come look at the prestigious view of Tanzania at the comfort of what you can ever imagine.
To get all this offer, please contact 144 Global Solution on this phone number +2 5 5 7 6 9 4 0 2 7 4 3. Also contact us via email at mayaspeakstz@gmail.com. And I'm hoping and also promising that this will be a treat that you will never forget. Because with 144 Global Solutions, we are always here to bring solution to your luxurious living. So like home.
For sponsorship, advert placement, please call or WhatsApp this number +234 811 731 0928.
Finally, we have our food ready, and we have it alongside with our eba. This is so fantabulous. For those of you who might have not eaten food coming from Africa, this is eba and our vegetable soup. Follow us for the next episode of Igbo Kitchen, and also as well, when you try yours at home, let us have in the comment section how it tastes like and what it looks like when you try yours at home. Stay tuned till we see you next time, and bye for now.